Hello, welcome to the channel. This is the Baron. Today we have box number 3 of Spider-Man Collectors. I love this set and I'm really hoping to hit something big. I brought the gloves back out, so hopefully I can get something to grade. I'd love to get one of those comic books or textured foils to grade. Unfortunately, I did get a comic book and it was not gradable. It came out of the package with some damage on it. Got an Eddie Brock, so we'll try again. This came from a different case. Set this to the side. Let's see if we're going to struggle these or if I'm going to stop and get a pair of scissors, because these have been incredibly hard to open. I like opening packs the normal way, but we also don't want to damage the cards. Even though it looks like a possible printer line all the way across there, but that is just the token. All right, let's see what great and wonderful cards we're looking for here. There have been some uncommons that have been hard to get a hold of. And we also are looking for Spider-Man cards. And here is our first big card, and it is going to be a rare, and it is just the Jackal. And then we're going to hit another rare, and it is Spot in full borderless. And then we hit another rare, and it is Spider-Man 2099. Which I'm not sure if I have that art or not. And then we got our Mythic, which is Feed the Swarm. That's cool. I didn't have that one yet. And then we got a rare in the back as the Land the Trinome. So let's figure out how we're doing these. Get this out of the way. We'll put this over here. We'll just knock stuff around everywhere because the cards are slippery. So we'll keep track of some lands. We got our art. And well, let's do it like this. So I got a place for the Mythics to go across there. Let's see what we got. Feed the Swarm. That's pretty cool. That's one of the reasons why I'm opening this too, is to get those. Those cards are extremely hard to get out of play packs. We'll go through the commons. Uncommons are what we're really looking for at this point. We are looking for the spider cards. Oh, like that. Okay, so spider card. Let's see, we'll just take all of our rares and put them together. We got our Spider-Man there. Let's get our spider cards here. Uncommon. We'll go into a rare, which we already saw, which is Carnage. And then, where did I put my rares? Over here. We got Parker's Luck in the borderless, and then another rare of Electro. And then our Mythic is a Goblin Bombardment, which we hadn't seen, and we got a Mythic in the back, and it is Peter Parker in the foil, which I think is still a pretty good hit, as the Amazing Spider-Man. So there is our first, and then we got a 2099. There is our first Mythic, true Mythic in the set. Put our rares over here. I love the borderless treatment. We will get 4 art cards. There is one of them. So we got a spider card and a Mythic out of there. It's doing good. We definitely got a token here. All right, so we got common land. We're into the uncommons, which I may need that one actually for my set. We got an uncommon. And we got one of the cool full art uncommon foils. Then we go into our land, and then we got a rare, which is Maximum Carnage Saga. And then we got another rare, which is Mysterio full art. And then we got another rare, which is the Biogenetic. And then our Mythic is going to be the Hunter's Insight, followed by a rare, which is Lady Octopus. So that was a very underwhelming pack there, for sure. Look there, we got damage on the actual packaging. Huh. May have to check into that. got a spider card. That's cool. We got an uncommon. That's good. I actually need some more of those. Another uncommon, and then that uncommon. And we got a land. We really want to see a mythic right there. We got a mythic, and it is Eddie Brock. That's good. We got a rare. Craven the Hunter. We got another rare, which is Craven's Last Hunt. Why do those always come together? We got our mythic foil is going to be a Thrill of Possibility, followed by a rare Maximum Carnage in the comic book art with our token. So we will put this in a sleeve because you only get 2 foils out of a box. We did get an Eddie, which this is actually my first one besides the comic book art. So that is good. That was a useful hit. I think those are running about $8 to $10. So far our Peter Parker is probably our biggest hit, but we'll see. We'll see. Oop. Just throw the common. Common. Now we're into the uncommon. May need one of those. That one I have plenty of. That one I definitely need one of. All right, we got our land, and right behind it we have a rare, which is going to be a Weaver there. And then we got another rare of Friendly Neighborhood. And then we have a rare. Ooh, that's a bad one. I've actually gotten this one before, so other than that, it would be good. And then our mythic is Doc Ock, which I do have that as well. And then a rare in the back as the Ultimate Green Goblin, which is probably the only card I actually needed out of that pack. And then we got a token. So yeah, that was another one of those financially devastating packs. But yeah, all of these packs are damaged. That is crazy. I gotta call up and see. I'll double check the cards, but we definitely have damaged packaging. We are into uncommons, so we'll set those aside. Uncommon. Not hitting any of the spider cards. We got land. First one is a rare. Oh, good. It is a Future Fight. I've got that one, unfortunately. We're going into a rare Hydro Man. We got a mythic, and it is the Imposter Syndrome. That's a good one. Then we got another mythic, which is the Opposition Agent, which I did not have, so that's a good one. And then a rare in the back is a full foil borderless Peter Parker camera, and then we got a nice art card. So we get these over here. I guess I'll put him and the other one in a sleeve. At least that is a pretty good one. I think those are in the $8 to $10 range as well. So we've probably made a few decent hits here. All right. Let's see what we got in our commons. No spiders in the commons. Uncommon. That one I actually needed in the uncommon. Finish out my set. All right, what do we got right here? We got a rare, which is the Craven's Hunt again. I pull this guy all the time. And we got a rare, the Clone Saga in the comic book art, and another rare, Rent is Due. Then our mythic is going to be Savage Beatdown, and then a rare in the back, which is going to be the Borderless Web Watch. And that is another sad pack as far as value goes. Savage Beatdown is probably the only thing I really needed for my collection. Those cards are hard to get, and that one, I actually think I have it in a deck. So that is good. Get some of this comic art in the decks. All right, we got a spider card. And we got a second one, the Mary Janes. We got this uncommon, which I actually know I needed at least a copy of. All right, and then we got this uncommon. And we got the Penny full full art foil there. I actually needed one of those for a deck and then land, and we got a rare. We got the Clone Saga again, followed by a multi-passage. All right, there's a good land. We have a Lady Octopus. Let's see. I'm actually going to stick that with the spiders since the land is actually a really good hit. And then our next one, of course, is going to be a foil. A foil on that, followed by a rare Craven's Last Hunt full art foil. So there is our second foil of the box. So that's it for our foils. And then we got a token. All right. Looks like we got our third art card. We're into the uncommons right here. There is a spider card. We got a land and a rare, which is the rocket-powered Goblin Glider, followed by another rare. Ooh, the Symbiote Spider in the full art borderless, followed by a rare Dr. Ock. And then our mythic is going to be Leyline Bindings, followed by a rare Multiverse Passage and art and foil, and then the really cool art card. All right, we got that. I think we just about got the full set from the scenes at this point. Here is our final art card. There's an uncommon. Okay, the web. Oh, this is a good one. The Heroes Hangout. I actually needed that for my playset. All right, so we got a rare Doc Ock, or Lady Ock, going into a Death of Gwen Stacy, and then a mythic Peter Parker again on the flip, and then try to get a mythic Majestic Confluence, and then we got that flip over. Then we got a Majestic on the back, which is Cosmic Spider-Man full art foil, and then a signed Miles Morales art card. All right, well, you know, I wanted him for a commander. I think he's like $20-something in the foil, so that was a good hit. We only got 2 packs left, and we're sitting at 2, 4, 5 mythics, so we are light on the mythics. I would say we haven't really got any kind of big hit on this box. Some consistent smaller hits, some definitely playable cards, some nice comic art, but we'd like to see something bigger. All right, there we go. Rip in there. Let's see. A Soulstone could really help out this box. All right, we got a spider card. We got a clone. We got some good uncommons here that I may need. I may need that one. Pictures definitely did not have one in foil for sure. And then we go from a land into a rare, which is going to be another Ultimate Green Goblin. We got a rare, a Superior Spider-Man, a rare, another Parker's Luck in the full art borderless. We got our mythic, which is another Winds of Change. Well, no, I guess the art's just similar. We didn't have that in here. And then we got a rare in the back of Hydro Man borderless. So, and then we got our token again. Well, we're down to the last pack, and this has not been a banger box for sure. Definitely the last box was better. We've only got 5 mythics out of the box. Normally I've been seeing about 8, so this is definitely a lacking box. Even at the current value, these are still not that great when you don't get a big hit. You need at least 1 in a box. Now I've yet to pull a soul stone out of a collector box. Uncommon, 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 uncommon. All right, here's our last chance. Lucky last pack. What do we got? Oh, we got a 2099. I got happy, thought I might get a soul stone. 2099 Spider-Man. I actually do need this for a deck. So we got a rare, another watch in the full art. We got a rare, the Sandman in the borderless. We got a mythic, Iron Spider, Silver Warrior. That is our 3rd foil, which is a little unusual. And let's see if we can get, nope, a rare in the back, which is a radioactive spider. And then a token. So this is definitely a very average box, below average maybe. 5 mythics in a collector box. I don't know how good these are, but that's pretty cool. I did not have that, but normally I thought we only ran about 2 foils in a box, so we did wind up with a 3rd foil in that. We did pull a lot of things we didn't have. The agent, of course, is probably the most expensive, and just the base. We got 2 lands. A lot of double ups and triple ups I've noticed on the rares. I really like that radioactive spider. It looks great, regardless of the value. Was really hoping for some more play stuff, though. Could have done better in the hits in this. I mean, this one's a good one. This one's definitely good, being a mythic. I needed this one, and I think I need the green Miles Morales, so I need that for the Cosmic Spider-Man deck. So this was definitely going to get played. And we did get the Cosmic Spider-Man in foil. So that is awesome. But yeah, definitely down a couple of mythics, which could make a big difference. And still have not yet to see a soul stone, and they're only like $100 in foil, so it's not like that would have really helped the value that much, but every little bit's a help. All right, well, that's it. If you enjoyed this, please like, subscribe, and all that fun YouTube stuff, and I will see you next time.